So we're going to cover today 5 of the most common Googled health questions. So one of the top ones is, why am I always tired? Probably from what I've seen in practice, one of the most common issues is too much screen time. So a good recommendation, and I have them on now, are blue light glasses. These I got at J. Crew for $10. You can get blue lens in your prescription glasses as well. This really helps with eye strain, fatigue, the neurological impact of technology. What I always do, and my husband kind of laughs at me, is because of the radiation exposure, I put my phone on airplane mode and I keep it way away from my head. Just the fast-paced lifestyle, right? We get up, we're out the door, we don't eat well. The cortisol rush is a big impact for sure. Our adrenals get stressed out, too much coffee, too much processed food, all the things that we've talked about in previous podcasts. Another reason for always being tired, especially for my ladies, thyroid. Getting your B12 checked, your D. There's so many factors that go into energy metabolism and fatigue. So those are good places to start. So a second most common Googled question is snoring. I can't tell you how many patients they are snorers, or they go in for a sleep study, and I would say, as a safe bet, at least 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 that go in for a sleep study come back with a CPAP machine. So one of the things that really helps with snoring, I know you guys know this, but kind of elevating the bed a little bit, but to me, that doesn't really fix the root of the issue. So I've also had a lot of patients who've had sinus surgery because their sinuses are not straight, right? They still snore. So that's not a solution either. So number one for snoring, of course, inflammation, right? It comes back to diet. A lot of things do. So diet, losing weight, exercising can help. A nasal breather versus a mouth breather, how it changes the facial structure, your hormone production. It's a great book to look up, and I'll put that on my shop page. Histamine is a big sign with inflammation. So just kind of be aware of what you're eating. So the third most common Googled question is about influenza. Interesting enough, the flu vaccine, if you get it, is only 40 to 60% effective. Again, keeping a good immune system, so good probiotics, vitamin C, healthy diet. One of my hacks is using something called Flu Nosode, professional complimentary. They're out of Portland, Oregon. And so every year when there's a new flu strain, they come out with a new flu nosode. And it's very similar to the flu vaccine, but just clean. And I've been using that for about 20 years, using it in practice, using it with my family, and knock on wood, we don't get the flu. Some elderberry on hand is a good thing. If you notice that kids in school or people at work are starting to get sick, boosting up your elderberry can really make a difference. And then antioxidants, right? So clean fruits and vegetables, and just getting enough rest too. So another common issue is bloating, right? I have so many patients talk about bloating. So many factors can go into this. Diet's number one, right? Number two would probably be stress, because our gut is our second brain. So number one, taking good probiotics. Number two, taking digestive enzymes. So if you have any reflux or heartburn, if you get the hiccups a lot, anything upper GI, that tells me that you need some digestive enzymes, especially if you've had your gallbladder out, because your body doesn't know that your gallbladder is not there. Then take 1 to 2 digestive enzymes with the meal, because that'll help to break down the food, right? Optimal absorption. The probiotics are great because they help the lower gut, so they help with absorption of nutrients. They help with good gut flora, optimal immunity. So the last commonly Googled question is, how do I manage hypertension? Well, we have a whole podcast on this with Dr. Corey Schuler, and we talk about some natural remedies and some common causes and issues with that. Number one, again, it's going to come back to diet. Diet makes a big difference. All that extra sodium with processed foods, being overweight, being obese, being inflamed. I think there's a time and a place for medications. There's some blood pressure medications that are better than others. Some have more side effects. I know a few years ago, lisinopril was kind of recalled because of some side effects with it. The most common issue with that one is a cough, which I've seen quite a bit in patients. There is some really good research with magnesium helping with hypertension, yoga, mindfulness, hawthorn berry is another one. You just want to kind of be careful and check with your provider as far as any possible interactions, and of course with your own health history, what would be the best option for you.